If you've been working on managing anxiety, but you still have that feeling like there's a missing piece, then this is for you. We're going to talk about a totally different kind of support, one that actually works from the outside in. So many of us know this feeling, right? You've put in the work, you've got your routines down, but then, in those quiet moments, the question just pops up. What is it that still feels so unsettled? It's such a familiar feeling. The day is over, your body is completely exhausted, but your mind just keeps moving. You try so hard to rest, but something deep inside just won't let go. That quiet but persistent return of anxiety. It's a pretty good sign that there might be another layer we need to look at. Okay, and let's be super clear here. This is not about blaming anything you've already tried. Therapy, medication, supplements, breathing exercises, those sleep routines, they're all really important tools. And maybe some of them helped. Maybe some helped for a little while, but for some of us, they just never quite seem to reach that deeper underlying pattern. And this right here, this is a real shift in perspective. It helps us move away from constantly asking, what stronger thing do I need? And instead, we can start asking a much gentler, more curious question. What different kind of support does my body actually need right now? So if we're looking for a different kind of support, it helps to look through a different lens. And that's where traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM, comes in. It gives us this amazing framework that sees anxiety not just as this one single symptom, but as a reflection of different underlying imbalances, these things called root patterns. So for example, does your anxiety feel more like frustration and tension, like you're just emotionally stuck? In TCM, that's often linked to something called liver qi stagnation. Or is it more of a restless, overthinking mind that just won't settle down? Well, that could point to a Heart-Shen disturbance. Or maybe it's this deep sense of worry and mental fatigue. See, different feelings, different root patterns, which means we probably need different kinds of support. And once you start seeing it this way, it really opens the door to a different kind of tool. One that doesn't add to the internal load you're already carrying, but instead offers support from the outside in. And that's exactly where the Emotional Balance Herbal Pouch comes into the picture. It's a tool specifically designed to work with this TCM perspective on our emotional well-being. So what is it? Well, it's a 100% natural herbal pouch, and it's made specifically for external use. And that's a really key difference we're about to get into. The big deal here is that nothing is swallowed. No pills, no new herbal teas, no new oral supplements to add to your daily routine. And for anyone who already has a full wellness or medication schedule, that is an incredibly practical and frankly, welcome difference. So you apply the pouch externally right at the navel. In TCM, this spot is actually a really important point called Shenque. Think of it like a central hub for supporting your body's internal rhythm and helping to balance out those very patterns we were just talking about. So how do you use it? The routine itself is just incredibly simple. You just place the pouch at your navel, secure it so it's comfortable, and then you can wear it for up to 72 hours. It works quietly and consistently in the background without interrupting your day at all. And this is so important to hear. This is not about replacing what might already be working for you. It's all about adding a completely different kind of layer to your support system. Think of it like this. On one side, you've got this crowded routine, right? Maybe you're trying to force a solution, adding more and more things to swallow. But on the other side, you could have a calmer structure. Medication can play its role, therapy can play its role, and this pouch, it just adds a gentle, natural, external layer to that structure. It's all about different tools working together in harmony. And of course, it's really important for us to say this. If you happen to be taking any anxiety medication, any changes you consider should always be guided by your prescriber. Okay, so what does this actually look like in practice? Let's talk about the path forward, because it's really built on gentle observation, not on demanding some kind of immediate dramatic result. To get a sense of its effect, we can actually look at a small case series that was documented by 5 Essences. They observed 7 people who used this exact navel-applied herbal pouch for anxiety and other related emotional patterns. And what they found was that all 7 of them reported significant improvement, and with no adverse events. Now, look, this isn't being presented as some massive clinical trial. It's something much more grounded, a small case series with real, meaningful observations. And for us, that's a pretty compelling reason to look a little closer. That first month is really all about getting into this rhythm of observation. So, in the first 10 days or so, you might just start to notice little things about your sleep or the tension in your shoulders. Then, in the next 10 days, maybe you notice shifts in how quickly your mind jumps back to worry. And by the end of the month, you're just observing your overall sense of steadiness and how you're responding to stress. See, the goal here isn't to force calm on yourself. It's about gently and consistently supporting your body as it finds its own way back to a calmer, more balanced pattern. And it's those small, gentle shifts that you notice along the way. That's what truly matters. You know, anxiety can make life feel so incredibly complicated. But sometimes the support we need most is, well, beautifully simple. A quiet, consistent routine with a simple pouch can really help you foster a new kind of relationship with your own body. It's just a powerful reminder that simple can still matter. A lot. And so, we're going to end right back where we started with a question. Now that you've seen the idea, the structure behind it, you get to decide for yourself. Is this natural, external routine the kind of support layer you've been looking for? The next step is completely yours.